Hey guys, this is the Germanic Gamer, and I'm bringing you some League of Legends gameplay. I am playing as Garen top with heal and teleport. My teammates are a Lux with teleport and flash, a Teemo with ignite and flash, a Jax with teleport and ignite, and a Master Yi with flash and smite. We're laning against an Ashe with teleport and heal, a Lee Sin with smite and flash, a Veigar with barrage and flash, a Jax with flash and ignite, and a Tryndamere with heal and flash. Sorry if I sound all congested and whatnot. It is still allergy season here, and as of the last 3 weeks, I've obviously sounded like miserable. That's the fun of Texas. Of course, I love autumn. I love the change of season, because basically, theoretically, if you will, we're supposed to be getting out of the summer heat of the 100-degree temperatures, but there have been some days that even in October, we've still hit the high 90s. Yeah, gotta love Texas weather. Of course, November will finally hopefully show up and I'll stop drowning in my own sinuses. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me complain about my sinuses, so we're here to play a game. So here we go. Alright, let's speed up. Alrighty, I'll be laning against a Tryndamere. The Lux will be laning against the Veigar. The Jax and Teemo will be laning against the Jax and Ashe. And of course, Lee Sin and our Master Yi will be jungling. This is a pretty good game. I had a pretty good time with it.
Minions have spawned.
And here come the minions. I'm not exactly sure what they were doing. Apparently Ashe was having connection problems. So we start out with me clearing off top lane and pretty well pressing onto Tryndamere. Then we go mid lane. We have Lux and Veigar, and Lux is pretty good keeping Veigar at bay, and so is Jax and our Teemo. They get into a pretty good bit of fights down here, but the first kill won't be for a while, so unfortunately the first kill is me, ironically enough. I actually was trying to chase Tryndamere and I got shot down by tower. God, it was that soon. Anyway, their Jax actually is able to kill our Jax with Ashe's support, and then of course Lux. And here in a little bit, I'm actually able to chase down this Tryndamere and get a revenge kill. That right here. No, it's somewhere relatively close. I laned against him pretty well, so I had a good match. Yep, right here is where I'm actually able to chase him down. Go after my Q and then spin on him and then get the heck out of dodge, because I don't feel like getting shot down by tower again. And so Lux and Veigar and of course Teemo and our Jax were able to kill off the Ashe. I'll try to make sure I show you guys all the fights. It's just kind of hard to remember who did what. Lux ends up getting caught by Veigar's stun, gets Q'd. And of course it doesn't really do much for Lux because she can turn around and stun him right back if she'd like to. Of course I'm still continuing to clear lane pretty easily. Teemo is by himself at the moment. Of course, I back off to go get some more health and also to get a couple of items. So far, I've got my Dorn shield and a ruby crystal and a long sword. I think Lux gets a kill on Veigar here in a second. We'll have to see. looks like she backs off. Anyway, Tryndamere thinks he can start pressing on my turret, which he is very much mistaken. He cannot be taking any shots on my turret. And of course I chase him off relatively very quickly. Trying to watch for this kill that Lux gets. It's a pretty good one, actually. And of course Lee Sin is doing Lee Sin things. There we go. That was Lux's kill. I knew she got a kill relatively soon right there. And she ended up killing the Vigar. Of course, here I continue to spin all over Tryndamere. He thinks he can come after me to the chicken, but I Q him, hit him a couple of times, and then do an ult right on top of him. Unfortunately, I did not kill him because he did pop his ult. And Jax is, ironically enough, slain by Ashe, and Ashe is also slain by Jax with Teemo support. I end up queuing right on top of the tower because I'm like, ah, you're gonna run around and make me chase you, aren't you? And no, turret does take me out. I thought it did. Alrighty, so Teemo takes out their Jax. So Teemo, you are one lucky bastard. However, Ashe is going to come after you. Teemo does back off. Lux and Vigar continue to go at it. So far the score is pretty much tied for 4v5. Our Jax was not exactly the greatest. He was alright, but he wasn't the greatest. I actually was coming down mid lane to possibly help our Lux out, but she pretty much had Vigar held off. And then of course Tryndamere is backing off because of Gom. Their Lee Sin is also taken out by those giant birds, which is really sad. Tryndamere almost got taken out by Gom. Alrighty, here comes the fight. Jax goes in after Jax. Teemo is in support. Looks like Jax is going to be able to take out... No, Jax is actually going to be taken out by turret, and then Teemo is going to be getting chased down by the Ashe. And he is actually lucky enough to survive getting chased by Ashe with literally 19 health. So, lucky him. Tryndamere, of course, continues to try to, I guess you would say, dominate lane, if you will, but you can pretty well tell who's dominating lane, and that would be me. Go ahead and Q on him, and then, of course, it's not really much of a competition. He ends up chasing me a little bit, but after I do a little bit of regen, it's pretty much whatever, Tryndamere. You think you're bad. You think you're bad. You think you're bad. Let's discuss this, Tryndamere. Let's discuss this. And I ult right on top of him. You think you're so bad, Tryndamere? I don't think so. So I am going to... Nope, I did not take tower. Lux, I think, gets a kill off of Vigar here in a second. Or it's Spotlight, one of the two. I guess we'll watch. Tryndamere, of course, is going to chase me here for a little bit, but he doesn't go underneath tower. Oh, yes, and Lux does get a kill off of the Vigar. And then we go down bot lane. Teemo's going to get knocked out by Ashe. And then Master Yi's going to come in and see if he can convert, but he's going to get actually taken out by the Jax. Tryndamere comes back up top lane, thinking he can beat Tryndamere, and he doesn't know. He does not know. He still doesn't know that I can just go Q, bonk, spin, and ult. Well, actually, I didn't even spin. I just ulted him right there. So Tryndamere was not at all. He was not really at all a threat. Our Teemo unfortunately does get taken out bot lane. So far, I've got 3 kills, 2 deaths, and 0 assists with a Phage, Boots' Witness, and a Norn Shield. Tryndamere so far has a... Oh, looks like we both our towers mean Lux. Tryndamere so far has 2 kills and 3 deaths with a health pot, a Dorn's Blade, a Berg's Blade, Berserker Graves, and a Zeal. Of course, I started backing off because I was actually going to try to move in and help Veigar, which I spin on him. He tries to get away, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know that I can just do that, and I smack him right on top of Veigar. And then Lee Sin actually comes in. He's going to take out her Lux. Unfortunately, I was not able to save her. Well, maybe I am. No, I'm not. But I do get her revenge kill off of Lee Sin. And Tryndamere shows up. I Q him. And then he's going to pop his Undying Rage. And that is actually going to save him, unfortunately. Teemo and Jax continue down bot lane. And they kind of really have a stalemate down bot lane because it's not really anybody is predominant. I would say blue team is actually getting the better of our bot lane. Of course, Tryndamere's going to think he's all that, and then he's just going to get chased, which I am actually able to get out of there because I'm like, no. Teemo actually gets a double kill off of the Ashe and the Jax, which is pretty awesome. Teemo is so far at 4 kills and 1 death, unlike our Jax was at 1 kill and 2 deaths. And of course our Lux kept pinging me saying, be careful, be careful. And I'm like, I got this. I'm Garen. I do Garen things. Teemo is trying to take out turret, but Lee Sin is going to knock him out here in a second. I go in actually to try to help take out Drag, and Master Yi was going for blue buff, and I offered to help him if he'd help me out with Dragon, but he is not really going to be in the mood. Lee Sin, unfortunately, is actually right there, which I did not know. I have no idea what this Lee Sin was doing. I'm assuming he was trying to steal, but wasn't really within range to do it. And that actually allows us to do an easy drag. He actually goes after the red buff. I would have actually tried to steal.
He
did have his smite available. Oh no, he didn't. Oh no, he did have his smite available before he went for red buff. So he could have tried to have stolen dragon. Of course, I'm actually going to get killed here since I have everybody after my tail. Tryndamere is going to take out my top turret. Jax and Teemo are going to try to come in to chase the Lee Sin and the Ashe. Not exactly the best decision. Hold on, guys. Let me blow my nose here real quick. Alright, I do apologize. Lux is, she does kill Tryndamere with, I think it was her ult. Pretty sure. I'm sorry I missed that. Veigar is doing Veigar things. And Teemo takes out the enemy Jax. Awesome for our Teemo. Lee Sin actually shows up thinks he can do stuff. Jax actually jumps in, and I'm going to go right after that Jax. I just bypass turret. I'm like, no, Jax, somebody is going to die today, and it is the Jax. And then Lee Sin is lucky enough to have his flash available. Lee Sin also knocks out our Jax. Of course, now it's just me and Teemo down bot lane. Lux and still Vigar going at it with Master Yi coming up to. I don't know if he was trying to help. No, he wasn't. He was going after his camps. No, he wasn't. I have no idea what these people were doing, so there was no cooperation. There wasn't really any cooperation, to tell you the truth, in this game. It's kind of more or less kill and then jump in at the same time other people are trying to kill other people. And Lux is about to unfortunately get knocked out by the Tryndamere. I'm trying to go. Oh no, he doesn't. So that's good. I'm actually able to save her. Jax is able to take out turret, and then Ashe is slain by our Teemo. Jax takes out our Jax. No, our Jax takes out their Jax. Okay, good. It's really complicated when you have two of the same character and they're laning against each other. It's like, why? Of course, we're going to spin on minions. I was really hungry for creep scores because I was trying to. I somehow ended up with 2 phages. Not exactly sure how I accomplished that, but I had 6 kills, 3 deaths, and 0 assist at this moment. Our Lux had 3 kills, 1 death, and 1 assist. Our Teemo had 6 kills, 1 death, 3 assists. Our Jax had 2 kills, 5 deaths, and 6 assists. And of course, our Master Yi had 0 kills, 0 assists, and 2 deaths. Lux is going to get chased down by the Jax, and then also Lee Sin. So she is slain. Master Yi, I don't know what Master Yi was doing here. I'm like, dude, what? No. He just gave Tryndamere a free kill. I'm not exactly sure what he was doing. Vision is the key. You have no vision, you don't have any right to do anything, especially when you don't even really have health. Of course, Jackson and Teemo are sitting right there. I'm actually going to go chase this Lee Sin, simply because he was being a real nuisance. But also look at the rest of it. We've got Ashe, Tryndamere, and Jax all trying to chase. Oh, well, at least the Tryndamere. They were all trying to chase me. Teemo and right here, and of course I actually saw Tryndamere coming out. And I actually got out, and then Jax, of course, appears. Tries to chase me. Teemo is no. Jax is actually gonna get the kill on the Ashe. And of course, I get out of there without any problems. Lux uses her ult, and Vigar kills our Jax, but Lux also knocks out the Vigar.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And one of our turrets is destroyed, unfortunately, for a minion wave. Lux is going to stun the Tryndamere. Of course, I am actually really wanting to kill this Lee Sin because he had basically gotten on my nerves. He throws me back. I start spinning after him. And then ult right on top of him. Like, dude, no. And me and Jax pretty much just kind of walk away from each other for a second. Of course, I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. So I just continue taking out creep scores because I was like, yeah, I'll let that Jax do something intelligent. Master Yi actually finally does get his first kill on the Tryndamere. Congratulations for Master Yi. And then they're all mid lane. Jax is going to actually kind of stand there. And then, of course, Lux is going to get stunned by Vigar, who I come in right on top of and Q, start spinning after, but he is going to get away from turret protecting him. Teemo is going to come up with Master Yi, which Teemo is going to... Nope, Teemo actually is able to knock out the Jax. I'm spinning around. Lux kills their Vigar with an excellent ult. Ashe
gets knocked out by Teemo. Lee Sin knocks out Teemo. And then Jax is going to get knocked out by Lee Sin. Tryndamere knocks out by... actually knocks out Jax. I did not know that was actually really going on because I was playing Hallmark Lux. Master Yi 1v1's Dragon, which is always awesome. I'm always happy when people can 1v1 Dragon on our team because, well, that way before people can be trying to do one thing. Of course, 1v1ing Dragon always makes you feel like a god because it's like, yes, I took on this mighty beast, me, alone. No help, and Master Yi is going to get slaughtered here in a second. He's going to try to go after turret, but no, he's actually going to get away. Well, Tryndamere is going to really start trying to go after him, but he's going to get away. And then, of course, minion waves try to do pushing. Lux is... oh no, Jax actually teleports to bot lane. Of course, I was going after turret. And then Jax kind of came up, and I was like, I don't really want to take tower shots, so I'm just going to stand off to the side and exist. And we're going to continue smacking turret. And then Lee Sin decides to come up, and then Ashe, and then Veigar. Everybody wants me dead for some strange reason. I wonder why. There's going to be 7 kills, 3 deaths, and 0 assists with a Black Cleaver, a Phage, Boots of Swiftness, and working on my Warmogs? Is that possibly a reason? Teemo is going to get killed by Jax. Nope. 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 And Jax is going to get actually slain by actually, Jax kills our Teemo, and then I killed their Jax. Ha ha ha. Master Yi goes in on the Ashe, which I get the kill. Veigar actually produces a pretty good stun. If he had his ult and such, he could have actually done damage to us. And then Master Yi goes in. I go in after the Veigar. Of course, going to spin, spin, spin. And I'm going to take tower with Master Yi's help. Master Yi was really stupid. He decided to heal right there underneath tower. Dude, that was a bad decision. I don't know why you did that. Our Jax is going to be getting chased down like a dog by the other Jax. Will he make it? I'm not sure if he makes it or not. No, the other Jax used their flash. Our Jax is also used. No, he didn't have flash yet ignite. Looks like he might make it. We're going to be going after mid lane. Oh no, Lee Sin knocks out our Jax. And of course, Tryndamere is going to be running back for raid from Teemo, and then I actually come up and am able to... oh no, Teemo actually gets the kill. I start smacking Jax because I'm trying to save our Teemo. I actually ult. The reason I ulted was because I was really concerned that our Teemo was going to actually get killed. And then of course Veigar, and Lux actually gets the kill off of Veigar. So right now, everyone except for the Lee Sin is out of the enemy team. I'm going to take their turret. And then Veigar... oh no, Veigar does reconnect. And then Teemo actually is going to get killed by their Jax. I do take the inhibitor. I was like, damn it, I am taking this inhibitor. It is not just going to be that easy. And then Jax is going to get taken out by their Jax. I'm going to go in. I'm actually able to kill their Jax. And then I was kind of just waiting for Veigar. And then Tryndamere to stun and stop. And I'm like, nope, I got to run away. Lux is going to actually get killed by Lee Sin and the Tryndamere, which sucks. Yeah. Of course, I had to actually back for a little health regen. Master Yi is thankfully going to kill the Ashe. It does take out turret or inhibitor, and he really should have backed off there because he was so worried that Tryndamere was going to come in and just raid him. He really should have backed off. So I'm going to go continue creep. So far, the kill score is 12-3-2 with a Black Cleaver, a Phage, Boots of Swiftness, and my buildings of Warmogs with a Dorn Shield. Lux is at 7-3-5 with a Radazon's Death Cap, a Unholy Grail, a Soul Stealer, Sorcerer Shoes, a Phase Charm, and then some Mana Potions. We're back mid lane with not me, Jax, Lux, and our Teemo with everyone up against the Jax. Jax is going to get knocked out by Lux's ult. Our Jax is going to kill their Vigor, and then he's going to actually get knocked out by Ashe. Of course, here I come.
Rampage.
And then Lee Sin is actually going to knock out our Teemo.
Shut down.
Our Teemo is actually at 9 kills, 5 deaths, and 10 assists with the Trinity's Force, and Blade of the Rune King, Berserker Graves, and a Pickaxe. Jax is at 4 kills, 10 deaths, and 11 assists with the Trinity Force, Blade of the Ruin King, Ninja Tabbies, and Adorn's Blade. And then Master Yi's at 2 kills, 5 deaths, and 2 assists with a Bloodthirster, a Stalker's Blade, a BF Sword, Berserker Graves, or not Berserker Graves. Yeah, that is Berserker Graves, a Pickaxe, and then a Health Potion. So we're going to continue taking their lane. We've got our super minions that most of the enemy team's focusing on, and then Jax comes in and kills Jax. He's going to get killed by Ashe. I'm going to come in. Me and Lux are just going to sit there. I'm actually able to stun the Tryndamere, but that's not unfortunately enough to save the Lux. And then, of course, Tryndamere's going to really be hungry. He's going to do an Undying Rage. Teemo actually does save me there, and he is actually able to get the kill off that Tryndamere. Ooh, right in the gut. Of course, this is actually pretty close to the final push. Teemo knocks out their Lee Sin. We continue advancing with our super minions, so I'm going to spend craziness. And I'm actually we're gonna get caught in the stun. Teemo actually is able to do some shots off the Vigor. I go for tower, go after the Ashe, spin all over her, do an ult. Vigor is going to actually get saved. Master Yi goes in off the Jax. I have to back off only because of I don't want to be shot by the defenses. So we're going to go after the enemy Nexus, and that will be game. Teemo is going to get knocked out by the Jax, and the enemy Nexus is down. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that that gameplay. So let's look at the stats. For our team, we had our Master Yi with 2 kills, 5 deaths, and 2 assists with a blade of a BF Sword, Bloodthirster, Stalker's Blade. I think that was what it was. Yeah, Stalker's Blade. Berserker Graves, Pickaxe, and Health Potions. Our Jax had 5 kills, 11 deaths, and 11 assists with the Trinity Force, Blade of the Rune King, Ninja Tabbies, Doran's Blade, and a Longsword. Our Teemo had 11 kills, 6 deaths, and 10 assists with Trinity Force, Blade of the Rune King, Berserker Graves, Pickaxe, and a Cloak of Agility. Lux had 8 kills, 4 deaths, and 6 assists with the Ravadon's Death Cap, an Unholy Grail, a Soul Stealer, Sorcerer's Shoes, a Forbidden Idol, and then her Amplifying Tome. And of course me, we had 14 kills. Yes, I carried. Ha ha ha. 14 kills, 3 deaths, and 3 assists with a Black Cleaver, Warmogs, Thorn's Mill, a Phage, and Boots of Swiftness, and a Dorn Shield. Yes, I carried that game with the least amount of deaths. I mean, though, Teemo came in second, so Teemo did pretty good this game. As for the enemy team, they had their Tryndamere with a Health Potion, a Longsword, Berserker Graves, Static Shiv, and a Sunfire Cape, and a Blade of the Rune King for 7 kills, 7 deaths, and 6 assists. Their Jax had an Orange Blade, Vampiric Scepter, Tiamat, and a Trinity Force for 7 kills, 10 deaths, and 6 assists. Their Vigor had a Tears of the Goddess and a needlessly large rod, as well as a Ravadon's Death Cap for 1 kill, 8 deaths, and 2 assists. Man, I could have done better with that Vigor. That was complete utter chaos, and That made me sad, horribly. I just played a game with Vigar and I wrecked people. Their Lee Sin had health potions, health potions, boots, a Warden's Mail, a Ranger's Trailblazer, yes, and then his Last Whisper and a Black Cleaver with 7 kills, 5 deaths, and 4 assists. And then their Ashe had her Dorn's Blade, a Dagger, Pickaxe, Berserker Graves, Bilgewater Cutlass, and a Phantom Dancer, with 6 kills, 11 deaths, and 9 assists. As for the creep score, our Master Yi had 141 creep score, Jax had 39, TMO had 74, Lux had 147, and I had 136. For their Tryndamere, he had 155, Jax had 43, Vigar had 113, Lee Sin had 75, and Ashe had 68. Let's look at the gold per champion. Master Yi had at the end 852 for 10,707. Jax had 280 for 9,054. Teemo had 1,296 for 11,103. Lux had 450 for 10,950. And then I had 1,544 for 12,534. As of course I got the most kills. Go figure, I get the most gold out of all that. The enemy team for their Tryndamere had 153 for 10,603 with a... Oh no, I already did creep score, sorry, for the enemy team. And then their Jax had 940 for 8,098. The Vigar had 1,217 for 6,998. The Lee Sin had 357 for 9,827, and then of course Ashe had 1,535 for 8,760. So anyway, guys, that's that actually. But I do believe that our team did really well. I really appreciate it. Of course, I mean I carried, but Teemo did extremely well, and then our Lux did extremely well. Our Jax was okay. And our Master Yi sucked. I'm sorry, but dude, there were plenty of times you should not have died, but you died. So, yeah, you sucked. Jax, you did all right. I do believe that. I mean, for who you guys were landing with, you and Teemo, I honestly believe that our Jax did okay. For the enemy team, Tryndamere was building a lot more of attack, and of course I was building lifesteal and armor, so he wasn't really able to get the jump on me a lot. Even with his Undying Rage, I was just able to get away from him with my Q. That's one of the reasons why I laned against him so well, was just because I had more armament than he could actually do damage. Their Jax, I honestly believe, was a lot better than our Jax, even though he had he had 1 less death, but he had less assist kills, but he had more kills. But I think their Jax did a lot better because he was more, I guess, coordinated, if you will, and able to get into fights that he could actually go do, or if he tried to help his partner. As of our Jax, he just kind of jumped in to random fights where it's like, dude, you're gonna die. Their Vigar was absolute crap. I could have done better against Lux. I mean, I know Lux is more of a range person, but Vigar and Lux are kind of the same, to tell you the truth. They both have a stun ability. I mean, that's about as far as I can actually go with that statement. But they both have stun, and I mean, Lux is able to do a stun and then, of course, do her ult. Well, the same with Vigar. If you pop his stun in a correct way, I mean, you can drop his ult, his asteroid, and then his Q all at the same time, and you're able to actually kill people with that stun. Of course, you gotta get stacks too. So their Vigar was horrible. I mean, I've laned against Lux, and I've actually done decently well against her. I mean, I've still lost, but I've still done at least decently well, not to the fact where I had 8 deaths just because of getting caught out and such. But Vigar should have not have died as many times as they did against Lux. But that's just me, and that's another game eventually where I do lane against a Lux. As for their Lee Sin actually did pretty well. He did a lot better than our jungler. I liked his build. And then, of course, Ashe was, she was okay. I wouldn't say she was great, but, I mean, I've seen Ashes that have just wrecked the playing field and just made people go home crying just because of how good they are. I've one of the games I played Graves against her, she dominated me, and that was literally just because of her range. And she murdered me time after time after time. So anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Please do comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think. And tomorrow will be Thursday, so stay tuned for Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast. So anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Please do comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on the next League of Legends gameplay or Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, whichever one. So anyway, guys, see you next time. This is the Germanic Gamer signing out. See you next time, guys. Bye.